Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. Happy July. I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes here. I don't even think it's 3 o'clock yet. Just hit 3. So just going to wait a couple minutes for people to jump on. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for jumping on today. Hey, Lauren. Hi, Megan. All right, so sorry I look a little ghostly, but normally I'm in like a nice little office area, but we're remodeling my whole office. So I just got done painting that all morning. So I'm covered in white paint. You can't even see it because I'm so white, but here I am. So I'm just gonna wait a couple minutes for people to jump on. It is Monday. It is the 1st of July. So I have a couple things to talk about this morning that I think would just be this afternoon, that I think would just be helpful to hear on the 1st of the month. And then I have some tasks at the end that we can go ahead and do together. But I just want to touch on a couple subjects that I think are pretty important to just refresh and touch on, and some may not know at the end of the month that could help. So just gonna wait one more minute and then we'll get started here. Okie dokie. I'm going to go ahead and get started just so I don't take up too much of your guys' day. Hi, everybody. I'm super excited to be hosting Power Hour today. My name was Allie Adkins. Now I'm Allie France. I got married last weekend, so it's kind of a new thing. I'm a 4-star director with the company. I've been with the company for just over 2 years now. And I am just going to go over a couple things that I think are super, super important to do in the beginning of the month. On the 1st of the month, obviously it's July now. We just ended June yesterday. I hope you guys ended June with everything that you wanted and you crushed all your goals. But today we are going to just go over a couple things that I think are really, really important to go over at the beginning of the month. Make sure we're writing down, stuff like that. And then I have a couple just daily action goals to go over at the end of the call, like steps that we'll do together like normal leaders do on these kind of calls. So first thing I want to talk about, I'm just going to talk about how to jumpstart July. So my first tip to you is to get organized. I'm going to put this over here so I stop looking away. My first tip to you is to get organized. Wow, there we go. Okay, so I hope you all have either a planner or you have some kind of DMO. You type your DMO out on the computer and print it out for every day. I hope you have some way to write down your daily method of operation. I hope you have some way to write down exactly what your plan is for the day, what time you're going to do this. I don't know about you guys, but like literally if I don't write down I'm going to drink water, I won't drink water. I am that kind of a person. If it's not written down, I'm simply not going to do it. And if I didn't write it down after I did it, I didn't do it. So tip number 1, get organized, get a planner, get a DMO. I'll show you guys mine. I personally write mine out a month ahead. So otherwise I won't do it. So this is my planner. It's a Starfish Crusaders planner. I got it from Kaylee. She had these custom made for our team. But it has some super awesome stuff in it, like how to pique interest, presentation stuff, personal growth, new customer, new business partner tips, stuff like that. So what I write down is I write down every single day. I'll hold this up so you guys can kind of check it out for a second. And I have awful handwriting, so I'm apologizing in advance. But there's kind of my planner. So at the top, I have birthdays, and then I do 20 reach outs, which means just reaching out saying, hey, good morning. I hope you have an amazing day. Hey, happy Friday. Have an awesome weekend. Then I do 20 follow-ups. This includes my current customers, depending on the day, current customers and customers who have shown interest in the product but haven't yet purchased the product. So I do 20 reach outs, 20 follow-ups. I make sure to post on social media at least 3 times daily, and only 3 times daily on each social media platform. So if I post something on Facebook in the morning, I make sure to add that to my Instagram story and my Snapchat story. So those are the 3 social media platforms that I work on. So I make sure to post 3 times daily. I make sure to do the steps needed to find at least 2 new prospects every day. And you guys, these aren't like, I'm not telling you to go do these things right now, so don't rush. I know I'm talking kind of fast, but I gotta have a lot to talk about today, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. I do the steps like I go out and send 5 friend requests, or I go out and send, I post in 3 boy mom interest groups. I have a 2-year-old and he's psycho, so maybe I need some boy mom support or something like that. So I go and post in a boy mom group. And then number 1 is I either do 30 minutes of self-development daily, or I reach out to my downline for 30 minutes daily and try to work with each member of my downline for 30 minutes, maybe working on scripts, graphics, what they need help with. Maybe they're saying something wrong. Maybe they're not introducing the pricing correctly, something like that. See what I can do to help them. Another thing that I do for my planner is I write down, post in my customer group. I'm pretty sure everybody on here has a customer group. I post in my customer group 1 time daily. I make sure I note that I post on my Instagram. Sorry, this lighting is terrible. Otherwise, I'll forget to do it because I'm really focused on Facebook a lot of the time. So I make sure I write down Insta. So I remember to copy and paste what I posted on Facebook over to my Instagram platform. And then I have a little +5 at the bottom here, and that just means I want to be at a minimum sending 5 friend requests daily, whether these friend requests are coming from a garage sales site post, an interest site, or a referral, or anything, just maybe suggested friends list. Maybe I did a host a post that day. I just want to make sure I'm sending out purposely 5 friend requests to new people every single day, whether they accept them or not, I don't know, but I'm at least sending them. I'm doing the steps to get more eyes on my Facebook page. So that's kind of what I write down every single day. This is the bare minimum that I do to grow my business every single day. I don't care if it's Christmas morning. I don't care if it's the 4th of July coming up, or whether I have to get up and go to church or whatever. That is the bare minimum of what I do every single solitary day to grow my business. So that's my tip for you. Get organized, get a DMO, write your DMO out a week ahead of time, 2 weeks ahead of time, a month ahead of time, just so it's done. So you have absolutely no excuse not to write down the activities that you're doing daily. Next thing I want to tell you or advise you to do, get your follow-up in check, meaning I personally have this follow-up box. I should have grabbed it, but it's like a recipe box. It's about this big, and I have all of my current customers written down in it. So whenever I need to follow up with them daily, I have them in every single day holder. I number it from 1 to 31, and every single day I take a chunk out of there and I follow up with my customers daily. And then my prospects, I have a prospect box as well. So I want to make sure I follow up with my prospects at least once every maybe 2 weeks, depending on the prospect, but every prospect is going to be different. Maybe they told me payday was next Friday. So I would take their name on their little note card and I'd put them in their card, their little hole for next Friday to make sure that I followed up with them next Friday. Another thing, organize your team at the beginning of the month. Make sure that you know who is pushing to rank last month, who ranked, who did not rank, how far away they were. Study their numbers, you guys. These people want to feel cared about. You should know exactly where your downline's at. Maybe they're struggling at home this month and they weren't able to get where they wanted to be. Maybe try to do something to help them get where they want to be this month. Just see what you can do for them. So that's my whole get organized thing. Tip number 2, I want you guys to stay excited. So you know how at the end of the month, we are all freaking out. Our numbers aren't where we want them to be. And everyone's so excited. We're doing giveaways. Here, take 10 weeks for free. Here's an iPad. Here's this, here's that. We're all so excited about these things at the end of the month. And then we didn't get to where we wanted to be. And the first comes around and we're all throwing a pity party for ourselves. That is completely the opposite of how it should be. We should be working our tails off just as hard at the beginning of the month as we are at the end of the month. So we don't have to stress so hard at the end of the month. If you work just as hard in the beginning of the month, you won't have to stress so hard at the end of the month. So you got to stay excited. You can't motivate your team to exactly go work, but you can teach them, you can inspire them, and you can lead them. Knowledge doesn't sell things, excitement sells things. I could know every single thing about every single ingredient in our signature combo, our balance, our replace shakes. But if I went and told you, hey, I'm taking these supplements, here's my link, hope you like them. I know every single thing about the ingredient, but there's zero excitement, right? So if I go up to someone and say, I have no idea why, but these supplements are freaking incredible. I feel amazing. I cleaned my whole house yesterday. I lost 5 pounds last week. I don't know what they're doing, but they're amazing. Here, try this. That's excitement. Excitement sells things. Knowledge does not sell things. Although knowledge helps in the event of selling things, but it is not what sells something. Excitement sells something. Let's see here. So number 3. So we're going to talk about setting your goals. So obviously on the first of the month, goals kind of reset because our numbers reset, and we kind of want to take a step back, reflect on last month, what could we do better, stuff like that. So there's 2 different kinds of goals, kind of to just break it down really simply. There's end result goals, which is like the big picture, and there's action goals. So I want you guys to sit down, look at your long-term goals. Is it still what you want? Is that Ferrari still on your dream board? Do you just want to simply stay home with your kids in 12 months? What is your long-term goal? I want you to sit down and look at that, make sure it's still what you want, alter it, change it, do whatever you want to do, but that is still your long-term goal. And then I want you to sit down and take a look at your monthly goals. So your monthly goals, these are kind of where we're going to get into, you're going to have an end result goal. Maybe I want to hit 5-star by the end of this month, but I still have to have intermittent weekly goals in order to hit that long-term monthly goal of 5-star at the end of the month. So that's where that end result goal turns into these weekly action goals. So then my monthly goals are going to turn into my weekly goals. And so I'll write down my weekly goals. I'll have kind of a weekly DMO. And so this is, I'm just going to make sure I do my DMO every single day, Monday through Friday. Like if I'm going camping, I will write down pack for camping at this time of this day, work on this time of this day, make sure I drink water, make sure I feed my kid, you know, stuff like that. And so that's where that action goal really starts to come into play, is when you break it down into these shorter time periods. So then from weekly goals, we go into our daily goals, which we kind of talked about is, you know, your daily method of operation. Drink water, take your supplements, go follow up with 5 people, check your messenger, check your Facebook notifications, go check your Instagram messenger, go message those 5 customers that ordered last week on Wednesday, and it's their first day today. Their package got delivered yesterday. They're ready to rock, ready to take their combo, make sure they have their instructions, stuff like that. So those are the things, those are the action goals that you need to be writing down daily. So later today, obviously it's the first, and we don't have time to sit and, because it's only an hour, we don't have time to sit and write down all of our goals together, but I really encourage you guys to go write down make sure your monthly, or make sure your long-term goal is still intact. Then look at your monthly goal, then look at your weekly goal, then look at your daily goal, and see if your daily goals are matching up to get you to your weekly goals, and then see if your weekly and daily goals are matching up to get you to where you want to be at the end of this month. So make sure you guys maybe take some time tonight when maybe your kids go to bed, put your puppy down, stuff like that. Your hubby goes to bed, take some time and really just reflect on how last month went for you, and write down your daily goals. Maybe you've never written down a daily goal before. Write down, make it simple, you guys. It doesn't have to be crazy like this. Write down, I want to talk to 5 people tomorrow. That is my goal. And if I write down 5 names tomorrow, my goal is crushed. That's all it has to be. It doesn't have to be super crazy. Just go and make it an effort today to write down your daily goals, your weekly goals, and your monthly goals, and then take some time to reflect on your overall goal. Is your overall goal of being in this company still intact? So write it down, write it down, write it down, write it down. if you do not write down your goals, they are not going to happen. They are a wish, and you're never going to get the wish because wishes never come true unless you work, right? Okay. So, okay. So, another tip that I have for you guys is use this upcoming holiday. So obviously we know that in 3 days, it's kind of a short week this week. People are going to be out on the lake. You know, it's the 4th of July. People are going to be partying. Go where the people are. This is kind of one of those times everybody says, oh, it gets so slow in summer. I'm going to stop working because it's summer. My numbers suck. It's summer. That's why my numbers suck, is because it's summer. Nobody's working. My team isn't working. Well, how about we go where the people are? People, when it's nice out and it's 90 degrees, people are going to be on the lake. People are going to be out at restaurants. People are going to be walking around town, doing little boutique shops, stuff like that. So go where the people are and make conversation. My friend Andrea, she just messaged me the other day. She goes, I'm at the nail salon. There's 2 ladies sitting next to me. How do I start conversation? I said, go pick a nail color, show them the nail colors and say, hey, which one would you choose? And whichever one they choose, I said, say, oh my gosh, actually, that would look really, really pretty. I've lost 60 some pounds, 50 some pounds, however much weight she's lost. And my rings and my fingers are so much prettier now. I can just pull off any color. Boom. How'd you lose that weight? That is how you simply just start a conversation. So just go where the people are. Look for ways to talk to people. I know this is kind of hard for some people, and this was really hard for me in the beginning too. But if you have the knowledge, if you know what TrueFix does, if you know what True Control does, you know the price, that's all you need to know, you guys. Just be excited about it and be like, oh my gosh, my hands look so much better now. I can pull out any color. My nails always look so pretty because I've lost so much weight. My fingers are so much thinner. I really like that color too. Thanks for helping me out. Super simple, you guys. You weren't trying to sell them anything, but you just slid it right in there. And now they're going to be like, oh, well, how'd you lose all that weight, right? So go where the people are. But another thing, use this upcoming holiday as an excuse to talk to people. Don't try to sell them nothing. You just want to talk to these people, touch these people, let them know that you're thinking about them, you're caring about them. So a really awesome script that you can use throughout the week is just super simple, super easy. Hey, Jenny, I hope you have an amazing holiday weekend. Do you have any big plans? That's it. Ends with a question. They're bound to reply to you. I personally wouldn't do a voice message with that message just because it's kind of long. And people aren't going to really respond like, oh, you're asking what my plans are. You want to hang out with me. I'm an introvert. I don't want to hang out with you. So I hope you have an amazing weekend. Do you have any big plans? That's it. Make sure they respond to you. Just talk to them about their weekend. Maybe they're going on the lake with their family. Let's see here.
Wait, I think Nini was on it.
There we go. Sorry about that. So just use the holiday as an excuse to talk to people. I love like Easter. Hey, happy Easter. I literally send out 1,000 happy Easter messages, or Merry Christmas or Happy New Year. I love using holidays as an excuse to talk to people, just because it's a great excuse to talk to people. You're not trying to sell them anything. You're just trying to show them that you care. So I have a couple action goals for us to do. Oopsies. So first things first, I want everybody to go, and if you have not already, I'll just give a few minutes just because there might not be a lot of you that haven't done this yet, but everybody go wish everyone on your friends list whose birthday it is today, happy birthday. And I'll just give a couple minutes. Like I said, usually a lot of people do this right away in the morning. So I'll just give you guys a couple minutes to go and wish happy birthdays. And then I'll move on to the next thing. So first step, birthdays. All right, looks like people are getting done with birthdays pretty quick. So I'm just gonna kind of roll into the next thing. If you're not done with birthdays, that's okay. Just finish up. The next thing we're gonna do is we are going to do 15 reach outs. And by reach outs, I mean, we're gonna use that 4th of July term. At least I'm going to, you don't have to, but that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go reach out to 15 people and say, hey, Jenny, how are you? I hope you and your family have an amazing holiday weekend this weekend. Do you guys have any big plans? I'm going to send that to 15 people. I'm not trying to sell them nothing. I'm not trying to trick them into anything, not manipulate them into selling, like nothing like that. Nothing mentioning the company. I just simply want my customers to know. And these people aren't even my customers yet. I'm just simply reaching out and telling people on my friends list, hey, I saw your picture on my news feed. Just wanted to wish you happy 4th of July. I hope you and your kids have an amazing holiday weekend. Boom. What are you doing this weekend? Start conversation. Are you going tubing? I'm going tubing too. Oh, where are you going camping? I'm going camping up north too. Stuff like that. Just go find some excuse to start a conversation and get to know these people. So go reach out to 15 people and say, hey, happy Monday. I hope you have a great weekend, holiday weekend with your family. Do you have any big plans? Something like that. So we're going to do birthdays and 15 reach outs using the 4th of July terminology. And this should take a couple minutes. So I'll give you guys like 5-6 minutes, something like that. Then we'll go. I love this. 63 people power houring on a Monday at 4:30 in the afternoon. This is awesome. I'm not good at sitting here quietly by myself. So if anybody has any questions, if anybody wants to talk about anything specific while we're kind of just waiting and doing our reach outs, maybe you're done. I'm all for that. I am an interactive person. So while we're sitting here waiting, I can tell you guys about an awesome report that I like to run. Oh, thank you, Stephanie. So a really, really awesome report that I like to run. And I think I talked about this back in January on my Power Hour. I think I haven't done a Power Hour for a really long time, but a really awesome report that I like to do starting at the beginning of the month for my whole entire downline is I do a report of who ordered last month from the 1st through the 5th. And so when the 5th comes around, I'll run a report who ordered who ordered last month from the 1st through the 5th that has not yet reordered this month from the 1st through the 5th, right? Because if they ordered last month from the 1st through the 5th, they're probably due for a reorder. So I do that report, and then everybody who's on that report that has somebody in their downline on that report, I send it to all my working associates that are trained and working underneath of me, and make sure that they just have those names, just because some people get lost. You know, maybe you sign somebody when you're at the grocery store and you just forget to write their name down. You know, stuff happens like that all the time. So I try to run that report every 5 to 6 days to make sure my downline isn't missing anybody, make sure we're following up, making sure we can help these people reorder so we don't lose them to like a Google site or something like that. So I really like to make sure that my downline stays organized, but knows about these people as well, just in case, you know, like I said, you sign somebody at the grocery store, maybe you're shopping with your kid's screaming through the mall, and somebody signs up, you get a notification, and you forget to write them down. So that's a really awesome report that I like to do every so often throughout the month, just to make sure we're not missing anybody, not accidentally not following up with anybody, stuff like that. So that's a really good idea. If you have a downline, run that report and send that report. You can just copy and paste the report link from the back office just through Messenger, and their people will all pop up on their list. So I like to send that report to my downline. And then before I forget, while you guys are just finishing up with this, so there's a couple people getting done. Okay, so while you guys are finishing up with this, I'll kind of tell you what I do when my downline comes to me and says, I can't find anybody that wants to work the business. You know, there's people in my downline who I trained, but now they're not doing anything. I have lots of people who say they want to train, but they never do, stuff like that. So this is when you are kind of going to use your Facebook page as more of like an advertising page, but not really. You just want to show these people what the company has done for you. So I always, when people come to me and tell me this, I say, do a 7-day business push. And what I mean by that is do 7 days worth of posts. You know, we do our morning post, our lunchtime post, and our dinner time post. At least that's what I do, and that's what I have my downline do, just because it's best for the algorithm. Excuse me. And then, so for their evening post or their morning post, I have them do a business post, whether it's, oh my gosh, my commissions from my True business last week bought my son new basketball shoes. My commissions from my True paid for my daughter's birthday present. Without this amazing home-based business, I never would have been able to, you know, afford those new shoes, afford that birthday cake, afford that extra toy for birthday, something like that. But get raw and get vulnerable with these people, because that's what people want to see. That's what people want to watch. Don't just copy and paste all these, you know, spammy pammy business posts all over. They're everywhere. You know what I mean? The copy and paste posts. Oh, if you can make $500 in your first 30 days, would you join me today? Blah. No, people don't want to see that stuff. People are your friend on social media for a reason, because they want to see your posts. They want to see what you're up to. They want to see what you're doing. So post something vulnerable, post something raw, and post something real. You never know who you're going to inspire just by posting. I couldn't afford my kids' basketball tennis shoes. Now I can, just from my last week's commissions. Maybe Jenny can't afford her son's basketball shoes, and maybe she's looking for a way to be able to afford them. Like, you have to connect with these people at a level that is at their level. People don't understand this $500 a week, this $10,000 a month. You have to meet them where they are in their mindset and then help them grow. So I challenge you to do a 7-day business 7-day business push. So if you are looking, maybe you need your 2 people to get to managing to qualify for Club 90. Go and do a 7-day business push. Go talk about the business on your Facebook page for 7 days. Not every single post. That's not what I'm saying. Don't throw up the business all over everybody. But for 7 days, at least one of your posts daily, do a business post. Whether, like I said, basketball shoes you bought, whether you made Club 90, whether somebody in your downline ranked up. show that to your friends list. People want to see that people you're helping are succeeding. So that's what I challenge you to do if you're struggling kind of with getting people motivated, or you're getting kind of stalling. I don't have anybody to train. I trained John Doe and he's not doing anything. I have 10 people who say, yeah, I want to do the training, but I just don't have time. Go into a 7-day business push on your Facebook wall and show people what truly this business has done for you, and make it real, make it raw, be vulnerable, be transparent with these people, and meet them where they are financially in their mindset. So that's a tip. All right, so it looks like people are getting done. So I'm gonna roll into the next thing here. So far we've done our birthdays, we've done 15 reach outs, just wishing people a happy 4th of July weekend, asking them if they have any big fun plans, stuff like that. Just trying to make conversation with people who we maybe haven't talked to in a while. Next, we are going to do 5 follow-ups, just so we don't take too long. We're gonna do 5 follow-ups with people who have shown interest in the product, but have not yet purchased. Maybe they're just sitting on your link. Maybe they won't respond to your messages for the last 3 messages. Maybe you met them on cold market and they haven't responded to you since, something like that. So pick 5 of those people, go to their Facebook page, comment and like their 2 most recent posts, whether it's a picture of their kid, maybe they shared something super funny, like it, comment on it, just something super generic, show that you care, you're watching, you saw their stuff on your newsfeed. Then send them a message and just say, hey, I just wanted to check in with you. How are you doing? That's it. Don't try to sell them nothing. Just how are you doing? What have you been up to? That picture was super, super cute. Just roll it into the business somehow. I'm just wondering where you're at with wanting to start your True Vision journey. What is holding you back? Find out what is holding these people back. 99% of the time, it's financially. So if you can slide the business in there somewhere, well, did you know if you know 5 friends that can help you get your product for free? No, I didn't know that. How do I get started? You know, you just have to ask the dang question sometimes, and stop being a little chicken and just ask the dang question. Did you know that if money is the problem, if you find 5 friends to try the products for 1 week, you can get your products for free. Did you know that? No, I did not know that. I would love to get started. Can you help me pre-sell these trials? Let's talk about that for a hot second while you guys are doing these follow-ups. Let's get back to basics. So when I started in this company, the biggest thing that there was, this is how I got started, is I sold those 5 trials, right? So we have these amazing business builders kits that often get thrown into like a 2-month supply, which is completely garbage. Number 1, because it's against compliance. Number 2 is because it is horrible, horrible, horrible for retention. So these people are only going to be ordering every 2 months, which sucks for numbers. And this is a retention business. If you want to build your paycheck, you got to retain, right? So when I got started, it was basic. You ordered this business builders package and you sold 5 trials. You didn't sell 5-month supplies. You sold 5 trials and you got your money back, your initial investment. That is what we're kind of, I feel like as a company as a whole, that's what we're kind of jumping over. We're so focused on, oh, we got to get a month's supply. It counts towards numbers. We got to get a month's supply. It counts towards numbers. No, let these people start out with a month's supply or with a trial pack. That's why we have these trial packs. They're so, so, so important. Gets people comfortable. People aren't got to be scared of the smart ship because they got burned by 10 other companies before coming to you. They can see how it goes with their body. Don't promise them that they're going to lose 20 pounds with this trial pack. Just say this trial pack is so you can see how the products are going to react with your body. Sometimes people do lose weight, but sometimes they don't. It does take more than a week to see results. Straight out, flat out tell them that. Don't get their expectations up so high that when they don't lose 20 pounds in their first week, that they quit and they say, oh, this stuff doesn't work. I didn't lose 60 pounds my first week. I'm not at my goal weight yet. I ain't ordering that month's supply, right? So get back to the basics. Get back to the basics. Start just helping people sell those trial packs. Sell the trial packs. Go sell them to your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your aunt and uncle. Go find those 5 people. Earn their initial investment back right away, because when you do that, and the faster that you help them do that, number one, the more likely they are to stick around and keep selling. And number two, the more likely they are to keep purchasing and keep doing that over and over and over again. So it's good for everybody. So get back to the basics and just help people sell those trials, especially in the beginning of the month. I personally don't push trials towards the end of the month because yes, it does affect numbers if you're just selling one trial packs all over the place. But it's the beginning of the month. We could do a super trial push right now and it would not affect your numbers because all these people would turn into those month supply purchasers by the end of the month, which would be growing your numbers. So back to basics, start selling them trial packs, start teaching people how to sell them trial packs. Don't just rush people into just pushing month supplies all the time because back when this company, when we first started, that's all we had. Like that's what our company was thriving on, was our awesome trial packs. And that's amazing that we have that. We just have to help people figure out how to sell those instead of just throwing them into pushing that month supply right away. So sell those trial packs. So right now we are just doing 5 follow-ups. We're picking 5 of our potentials that haven't purchased yet, but have shown interest in the past on the products. We're going to go on their Facebook wall, comment on 2 of their most recent posts and like 2 of their most recent posts, then send them a message and just say, hey, Jenny, saw your Facebook post. I thought that was super cute. Just wanted to check in with you. How are you doing? That's it. Just let them know that you care. What am I at for time here? Oh, I'm doing good. So let me know when you guys are slowly but surely getting done with that. So some people are already getting done with that. That's awesome. Megan, what do you want me to repeat? I've kind of said a lot. I talk really fast. Oh, 5 people. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we're doing 5 follow-ups. But before we message them, we're going to go on their Facebook page and pick their 2 most recent posts, comment on the post, just generic, wow, that's super cute. Haha, that's so funny. Whatever it is, like the post, then send them a message and say, hey, I scrolled across your post on my newsfeed. Just wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing. That post was hilarious. I just wanted to say hi, something like that. Just let them know that you care. So we're only picking 5 people. And I think pretty much everybody's almost done with that. So we're going to move on here slowly but surely. So next, we can't really do this one right now because it's kind of a funky time of day. But I want to talk about the algorithm a little bit and what I've learned personally. So I didn't ever really track my Facebook activity until last November when my upline Kaylee, she released this thing that I'm kind of teaching you guys how to do right now. It's called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've probably all heard of it before. She does it on every one of her power hours. We do it. She kind of just really teaches it to her team. It's a great method of operation. Yeah, Sherry. This is what I also duplicate down to my team, this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'll just kind of reiterate it. 5 reach outs. Hey, how are you? I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy Monday. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. 4 follow-ups with potentials who haven't yet purchased the product. And the next thing I'm going to talk about is posting 3 times daily. And the reason why this is so important is because like I said, I never tracked my Facebook activity until November when Kaylee kind of came out with this awesome platform, this daily platform that I could follow. I was really bad at writing things down. Then I kind of got this. I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write this down. I know how important it is. I just don't do it. So when I started to do it, and only simply post on my Facebook 3 times a day. Like I was one of those people, I threw True Vision everywhere. Like I was vomiting it all over my friends, my Snapchat, my Facebook, my Instagram. Like everybody knew that Allie was a True Vision girl, right? Which isn't a bad thing, but there is a point where it's really tacky and people get really annoyed of you. So when I started to cut back and only post 3 times per day and only make sure that those 3 posts held great value, my following grew like insanely fast. People actually wanted to see my post because I was bringing value in the morning. I was posting maybe an awesome health and wellness testimony right away in the morning. Maybe my lunch post was something funny about my son, maybe a family photo, a funny workout post, something like that. I would make sure that not every single post was about True Vision, but also had a nice personal mix in there where I was still posting about me, things about my life, because people follow me for that too. And then dinner time. So I post breakfast, lunch, and evening, something like that. And usually I have a business post, a weight loss post of some kind, and a personal post. That's kind of what I follow daily. Not every leader is going to agree with me on that one, but that's just what I personally do. And since I started tracking my Facebook activity, my following has grown so quickly, because I didn't realize that I was deterring people by posting this, but you can also deter people by not posting enough. So that's where that magic 3 number comes in there. It's super, super important. Plus, if you love your own post and make a comment, like I always comment a Giphy thing, Jiffy thing, whatever those things are called, those little videos. I always comment one of those in the comments right away after I post, and then it boosts it up like it's getting comments right away, right? Facebook flags it to the news feed of my friends and family. So make sure you're posting 3 times daily. Like I said, it's kind of an odd time to post right now. You should have already done breakfast post, lunchtime post, and then I'll do a post this evening at some point. But make sure what you're posting is bringing value. It's super okay to just, throw in a funny meme every once in a while. Throw in just a selfie every once in a while, but make sure what you're posting is bringing value to your customers, bringing value to your family. Maybe it's something that they didn't know about you that you're sharing. Make sure that you are what you're posting on social media is attractive, because that is what we're trying to do here, is attract people, right? Because we want them to see our business posts eventually. So make sure what you're posting is valuable and attractive. I'm going to check these questions really quickly. No, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is exactly what I just explained to you. It is 5 reach outs, 4 follow-ups, 3 posts to your Facebook daily, 2 new connections every single day, and number 1 is 30 minutes of self-development daily. And yes, I preach this to my team. Like I said, Kaylee taught it to me, and now I'm duplicating this down every single level. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's a minimum though. So if I'm really working my business on a nice, cool Monday morning, I'm going to do 50 reach outs. I'm going to message 50 people and tell them, I hope you have a happy Monday and a great week. I'm going to do 30 follow-ups with potential customers. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is meant to be an absolute bare minimum of what you do for your business every single day. But if I'm dying in a hospital bed somewhere, you can bet your butt I'm still doing my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 that day. I may not be doing those 50 follow-ups, but I'm at least doing something every single solitary day to ensure the growth of my business. So that I'll repeat it one more time, and I'll try to slow down. I'm sorry, I'm from the north. I talk really fast. 5 reach outs, 4 follow-ups, 3 posts to social media daily. And like I said, I do breakfast, lunch, and dinner. 2 new connections daily, meaning maybe there was a referral, maybe you got somebody from an interest group or a garage sale site. 2 new connections daily. And number 1 is 30 minutes of self-development daily. Maybe it's reading a book, listening to a podcast, watching some inspirational YouTube videos, something like that. Excuse me. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is my bare minimum daily method of operation. So for number 2 today, we are going to do, obviously we're not going to all go and find 2 new connections while we're on this call. Some of us could, but it's just not going to happen. So we're going to just do some steps that would enable us to go and find 2 new connections. So what I would like you all to do is go and join 5 garage sale sites with 2,000 or more people that you're not already in. And then go join 5 interest groups. So maybe you like horses. I'd go join some rodeo groups. If you like dogs, go join a wiener dog mom group. If you like cats, go join a cat mom group. If you have kids, go join a mommy support group, mommy manual group, something like that. Pick 5 things that you're interested in and go and search for a group, a friendship group. Go make some friends. So just go and join 5 garage sale sites with 2,000 or more people, and go join 5 interest groups. And I'll give you guys a couple minutes because I know that takes a little while. But if you don't know how to do this, if you go into the search bar and if you type in, let's do, name a city, let's do Seattle, Washington. So if you type in Seattle sale and hit search and hit groups, it'll come up with all the Seattle yard sale sites or garage sale sites, or if you do Seattle yard sale, Seattle garage, just type in those main keywords and hit search and all those groups will pop up. And then you can just kind of hit add, and do 5, then move on to the interest groups. Go pick a girls who fish group, go pick a girls who hunt group, go do a sand volleyball group, something like that, just where you can go and make friends. So pick 5 things that you like and go join a group. And let me know when you're done. Suzanne, your question is, what are some good things to post in yard sale groups these days? Obviously, we all know as leaders that garage sale groups are not what they used to be. There's a lot of regulations now with Facebook and stuff like that. There's a lot more haters these days, stuff like that. So Facebook groups are not what they used to be, which is why I'm kind of pushing you guys to go and utilize these interest groups and these friendship groups, because those are where I'm finding my friends now. I'm going out and finding friends in these groups, adding them as a friend on Facebook. I'm not adding them or pushing sales on them or anything like that. But I just want to simply be their friend. And when I'm their friend, they'll start seeing. And if they're interested, they will eventually start liking a post. They'll eventually reach out. They'll eventually reach out and at least say, what are these products? You know what I mean? So turning cold market into your hot market by just making an influencer of yourself and making your post valuable, make people want to be friends with you. Post valuable information. So by doing that, you're turning your cold market into your hot market, and these people are now your friends, and you can add them to your follow-ups and your reach outs and stuff like that. So that's where I really, really like these interest groups. But sales sites, stuff that I've been seeing that's been working lately is something that's super interactive. I saw a really, really good one the other day. Somebody took and said, oh yes, if you could lose weight in 2 areas of your body, what are your 2 main focus areas? Or what are the 2 parts of your body that are your biggest weight loss concern? And people were commenting like belly and legs, belly and butt, arms and butt, stuff like that. So that was a really, really good one that I saw. What are your 2 biggest pet peeves on your body, or something like that. Another one that I saw, if you lose 10 pounds per month, how many months would it take you to get to your goal weight? Just something that's really interactive, I've seen has been working best lately. People are still, if you do a cold market consistently, it still works, but you have to do the work in order to get the results. If you just simply stop doing it and expect to get results from it, that is not how that works. You have to do it every day. You may not get hits every single day. You may not get a customer every single day. You may not get a customer for 2 weeks at a time. But when that day comes that you do that hot post in that hot group at that one time, and you get 75 comments, That's 75 new leads that you would not have gotten if you would have quit posting 2 weeks ago. So that's something where you really have to be consistent in doing it daily in order to get the results that we used to get. It sucks that Facebook kind of took that away from us, but it's not like they're doing it on purpose. But definitely keep doing cold market consistently because it still does work, but it only works if you do. So cold market is not dead. Cold market is still very much alive. You just have to work a little bit harder at it and do it a little bit more consistently. So a tip for you, she said, so many people have it where you can't send them a friend request these days. If those people comment like on your garage sale site or on an interest group, ask them to send you a friend request. Say, I'm unable to message you because we're not friends. Can you please send me a friend request? And then I'll send you a message with the information. Make them come to you. And honestly, if they don't reciprocate that at all, they're going to be kind of dead in the water. So you kind of want to move on and go give your time to somebody else who's going to actually reciprocate the conversation right away. Keep them on your list. If you sent them a message, maybe it went to their others folder. Normal people don't really know to check that folder. So send them a message, keep them on your list anyway. Eventually they will see that folder. They will open that folder and they'll see that you messaged them. So keep them on your list anyway, but go waste your time and energy with somebody else who is actually reciprocating the conversation with you. So that's my tip on that. There's not really much you can do at this point when they have their privacy settings set that you can't send them a friend request, but at least ask for it. And if they do, fantastic. That's exactly what the goal was in the first place, is to get them to send you a friend request so they get their eyes on the products. But if they don't, it is what it is. There's nothing we can really do. Just keep on keeping on. All right, so everybody getting done with joining those 10 groups, 5 interest groups and 5 garage sale groups. We're about rounding it up here. So the point of that was so you guys can do the actions needed later to go and find your 2 new connections. And that's what the 2 is in this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 activity. So you'll find 2 new connections by joining those sites is the point of that. So I'm going to move on to number 1, just because we're getting to the end of the hour here and I just kind of want to start wrapping things up. So number 1, so we did 5 reach outs, 4 follow-ups, 3 posts to your Facebook daily or social media daily, 2 new connections. And number 1, normally, I would say go do 30 minutes of self-development, which is still super, super important. But since it's the first of the month today, I'm probably not going to, if you have time, go do 30 minutes of self-development. I'm not going to tell you not to do that. But instead today, I'm going to take a lot of time and reach out to everyone in my level 1, my downline. Some questions I'm going to ask them is, did you reach your goal? What goal did you reach last month? What goals didn't you reach last month? I want you guys to reflect a little bit. What did you do well last month? What didn't you do well last month? Do you need help with any wording? Do you need help with wording the price? Do you need help with wording the intro products? Do you need help with closing? Do you need help with graphics? Do you need help with a contest idea? Go ask your downline what they need help with. People will not always come to you if they need help. That is just the bare truth. They will not come to you because some people are embarrassed that they need help, which there's no reason to be embarrassed, but some people are just too shy to come and ask for help. So Tom, sometimes it's important that you go to them and ask them what they need. Show interest in your downline. That is the best, fastest way to motivate your team. You guys are always asking, not you guys, but I'm just saying that, but everyone's always asking, how do I motivate my team? My team's dead in the water. They're not doing nothing. Well, have you shown any interest in your team lately? Have you cared about your team lately? Have you given your team a reason to want to do what you're doing lately? Are you doing what you're telling your team to do lately? So go show your team that you care, pick them up, bring them back up into the trench with you, go down back into the trenches with them, get out of leadership mode, go and work. If you tell your team to go sign 5 people, you bet your butt you better be going and signing 5 people. If you tell your team to go and post on 10 garage sale sites, go post on 10 garage sale sites. You have to be doing the activities because your team does what you do. And if they're doing what you're doing and you're getting results from it, they're going to be getting results for it too. And it benefits everybody. That's going to be my challenge for you today. Go and reach out to your downline, reach out to all your level 1s, see what they need, help with graphics, wording, see where their numbers were last month, where they want to be this month, ask them about their goals. That's so important. Make sure that they have their goals written down, stuff like that. Be the upline to your downline that you wish you had. A lot of people sometimes complain, oh, I can't succeed in this business because I don't have an upline. I don't have a good upline, la, 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 la. Well, you can go be the upline to your team that you've always dreamed of, that you wish you had. So that's how I'm going to end today. I hope you guys got something out of this. Do you mind saying the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 again? Yes. So the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'll just say that one more time. So 5 reach outs. Just go say, hey, happy Monday, happy Friday. Hope you have an amazing weekend. 5 reach outs. 4 follow-ups, meaning go follow up with 4 people who have shown interest in the product but have not yet purchased the product. Go follow up with 4 people about the product. 3 posts to your social media daily that hold value. 2 new connections daily. Make sure you get their name, maybe their email or their phone number. Get their friend request, whatever. If it's a referral, if it's from cold market, just add 2 names to your list daily. And number 1 is normally I would tell you to do 30 minutes of self-development. Even if you get 10 minutes of self-development in, that's super important. But today, reach out to your downline, make sure they're doing okay, pick them back up if they're down, study their numbers, see what you can help them with, stuff like that. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're so welcome. I hope you guys all have an amazing Monday. I hope July is everything that you've ever dreamed of and that you all crush your goals. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.